Good morning and welcome to the second part of this current back garden renovation job I'm doing for a local customer. In part one, which you can see up here, you saw me lay this concrete base for a shed that the customer's having built in a few weeks' time after I'm out of here. This video is featuring the raised oak sleeper planter bed that I'm going to be planting. So you're going to see me do the groundwork, cutting and treating the timbers, and then my process of how I line it and then fill it with the high quality topsoil ready for planting. So stay tuned for that, and yeah, let's get going. So as you've just seen, I've just shot a laser level across the garden there, and where I've got that post is the top height of the patio from where I stood the other end. So it gives me an idea of how the grade of the garden's going. I've just roughly sprayed out where the raised planters are going to be sitting, and also the paved area with a pergola. So that's sort of 2 meters by 2 meters that way. Me to come in here, even a 15 centimeter or 6-inch gravel track, which will be around the back, and that there's 2 meters by 0.8 of a meter, 80 centimeters there. So this now allows me to work out my excavated area. Obviously we're going to put sub base. I've got some staddle stones I'm going to be sitting a pergola on. They're going to be sat on concrete pockets, if you like, just for extra strength before the sub base goes in. So this now gives me the area and the height of where I need to excavate. So I've used up all the MOT Type 1 sub base I've currently got at the property on site. So I've got more obviously coming soon. So next job will be getting these raised oak sleeper planters constructed and get them all secured in place. But for now, that's it. Good morning. It's a little bit dank this morning, a little bit damp. Not quite rainy, but just in the air a little bit. Anyway, today's the day we're going to be cutting and planing the oak sleepers for this raised planter. I'm going to show you the whole process, and then we'll see what it looks like at the end. So as you saw in the time lapse, I used some 12mm rebar to secure the bottom row of oak sleepers into the ground, driving that through the holes I pre-drilled, and then I did the same with the top layer of sleeper into the bottom layer using the 12mm rebar as well. And then what I did to fill those holes at the top, you might just see here, I keep some sawdust, always keep some fine sawdust. I mix it with some PVA and a splash of water, and then if you've got any little gaps or any grooves, any holes in this case, just mix that together, fill that in, let that dry off, give it a light sand over the top, and then the Danish oil, 4 or 5 coats of Danish oil over the top. That'll be good to go. So yeah, little tip, always keep some sawdust just in case. So that's had 5 coats of Danish oil now. Next thing I'm going to do is staple gun some of this polythene around the inside. That's just going to keep a barrier between the planting soil in there and the sleepers. It's going to probably take it up to about this height here, which is why I've treated that top. Staple gun around the top. Not going to put it in the bottom, obviously. That's going to allow for drainage through that stone. Then we're going to get that filled with the high quality soil, ready for planting, and that will be all good to go. So that is the raised oak sleeper planter bed all finished. As you probably saw there in the time lapse, about every sort of 4 barrowfuls of soil I was putting in there, I was adding a layer of sharp sand. That's just to help with the aeration in there in times of heavy rainfall. Stops that soil just clogging together as much and being one great big rectangular mass in there. So it just helps with the drainage through to the bottom and through those cobbles and pebbles that you saw at the very base of that. So that is that section all done. So don't forget, there's still lots more to come on this project. Next I'll be doing the groundworks for the paved area just over there, with the saddle stones going in ready for the oak pergola that I'm constructing. So we've got the shed base all done with the sleepers you saw last week. Planters done. Join me next week and we'll carry on with this project. For now, bye bye.